Welcome to this edition of the Ultimate Combat Experience. I'm Mike Stidham, hanging out with Killer Salvador Sanchez. Killer, what's going on?
We got all kinds of stuff going on tonight, Mike. We got the two girls fight. We got a cat fight coming up. We got the two polys going down.
Polys and cats on the same show right here in the parking lot under the sun here at the Ultimate Combat Training Center. And the last time we were out here, we saw one of the most gruesome injuries you've ever seen. We're going to take a look back at that and then a little bit of the aftermath of said injury.
The aftermath of Daniel Grass, Mike. It was nasty.
But we got a lot of stuff to get to. Before we get to that, Joe Martinez fighting a kid from Wyoming coming up when we come back. It's the Ultimate Combat Experience coming right at you. Light heavyweights coming out here. One of the guys that have just become good friends with, Joe Martinez. Good guy, and enjoy hanging around him. Fighting a kid from Wyoming. What do you know about that guy?
Hey, the guy from Wyoming, he's like a lumberjack, Mike. He's coming down. He's going to be fighting the whitest Mexican I know, Joe Martinez.
He's got mutton chops, too, man. Light heavyweight, no holds barred. Check it out. Brad Brostoski is going to be the first man into the cage. He drove a long ways tonight, Salvador, to get here from Wyoming. Just got in maybe a couple hours ago, but he says, look, Mike, I'm going to come down there. I'm going to put on a show, man. I'm a brawler and a scrapper.
I say we throw him in with the whitest Mexican I know, Mikey.
All right, 6 foot tall, 205 is Brad Brostoski. Calls himself Bad Brad.
Or is it the Great White?
The Great White is what they call him, man. Joe Martinez, we've been looking for a moniker, a nickname for this guy forever, and the Great White has stuck. 6 foot tall, 205 is the Great White.
I'm sticking with the Great White Mexican.
Well, maybe he just shortened it up a little bit. He is easily the whitest Mexican I've ever met, and I'm a pretty fair-skinned Mexican.
Are you talking about that redheaded guy right there named Martinez?
That's the one. All right, man. Sugarloaf, Mike Crispin going to be your referee for this contest. Touch of the gloves, and here we go.
Here we go. And let's see Joe Martinez, how he likes to start this one off. I was talking to him before the fight. He said he's going to pick his shots, maybe take his time and do a little bit more methodical approach.
Well, this is his second fight, and he felt like, his first time maybe he was out a little aggressive and wants to slow things down a little bit, but taking a few leg kicks there, but nothing of that. Man, you're going to kick me twice, I'm going to take you down.
He's going to take him right to the ground. But right into the guard.
Oh, yeah, he did step right in the guard. Looked like Brostoski might know a little bit about what he's doing on the ground.
Brostoski might be looking for a little omoplata action there, Mikey.
He's doing something. Either that or he's stretching out, getting limber. Doing a little yoga, Pilates.
Martinez does not want to hang out here all day, Mike.
Yeah, he's all right, man. I don't think he feels threatened so far by Brostoski, but, he's climbing that foot up. I don't really see him doing a lot with it.
Yeah, I'd be rubbing my elbows in someone's eye sockets right about now.
Oh, he is pretty smart, though, is Joe Martinez. He took Brostoski down right in his corner there. You see him getting some advice from his corner and did a great job of passing on the other side, and that kind of negates your rubber guard, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, and that's the beauty about bringing the guy to your corner. Right there, you got your corner man instructing you, as you've seen just right there. Martinez followed.
Good stuff. Martinez being, just like he said he was going to be real methodical when he came out here, and he's doing just that. He's being very patient.
He is.
Right here, whoa,
he's
Salvador.
taking his time.
Got an arm isolated, man. He's got a whole lot of time left in the round.
He's working for it.
Maybe that being his arm.
He's working for it.
Oh, man, that sounds pretty good.
Pop out of socket.
Well, that's going to do it. Not the most exciting fight we've seen all year, but you know what? That's a pretty darn good, technically sound fight by Joe Martinez there.
I'm impressed.
I'm impressed. He can use the name Great White now instead of just the white guy.
And not like that 80s.
He brings a lot of cute girls to the show, too. I'll tell you what, the scenery here when Joe Martinez fights is pleasant.
I think they thought they was coming out to see that 80s butt rock band, Great White, Mike, because there's too many blonde chicks in the crowd.
All right. This post-fight interview brought to you by Beehive Bail Bonds, because sometimes bad things happen to good people.
The great white Joe Martinez, ladies and gentlemen. The great white Mexican. It's a capacity crowd out here, Joe. Everyone's rooting for you. You brought home the W. I seen a lot of groundwork this time. You've been training ground a lot or what?
Yeah, I've been training everything. Jiu Jitsu, doing a lot with our instructors here. They're great. We love them. So work out.
Where, UCTC?
Right here in the Ultimate Combat Training Center.
Any shout outs? Maybe to Too Tall Kafer over here? Anybody?
Thank my corners. Got to thank all the coaches here at the UCTC, all my fans, my family, my fiance Robertina, and a couple sponsors, Rev Gear, and I can't remember the name. Lori, what is it? Copperview Dental Care, that's what it is.
Can we expect you back real soon?
As soon as they give me another fight.
Next week?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Give it up for Joe Martinez, ladies and gentlemen.
Joe Martinez getting it done. The party is going down tonight with Joe Martinez and company.
That's Jiu Jitsu Joe from now on, Mike.
All right, Jiu Jitsu Joe getting done. When we come back, we're going to see the Polynesian fight we talked about, Joe Palima versus Joe Aiono, and later in the program, the chick fight, man. You definitely want to stick around for that. Welcome back to the Ultimate Combat Experience. And if you're not really from the Utah area, I don't know that you really have a great grasp of the Polynesian culture and what goes on here. There are some fierce rivalries that go on here between a lot of different Polynesian cliques.
Hey, the Usos are deep.
in Utah, Mike. And it's going to be even deeper tonight. We got the two Joes, but not your average Joes. They're bringing a capacity crowd out here tonight, and they're going to be throwing down.
And there's a lot of kind of ornery-looking capacity crowd tonight. Heavyweight, no holds barred. Check it out. All right, Salvador Sanchez. I'll tell you what, I've been looking forward to this fight for a long time. Both these guys have been coming into my gym for a couple months now. We've tried to set it up for one reason or another. It hasn't worked out. Somebody had to get dental work done. Somebody's nephew was sick. Whatever. We finally got it together, though. Joe Palima is finally here. 6'4", 240 pounds. Calls himself Ghetto Wolf.
6'4", 240, Mike. Look at Joe Aiono also. His stats are about the same.
He is a very intimidating man. In fact, Joe Palima told me when he told his brother who he was fighting, he said, man, you're crazy. He's also 6'4", also 240 pounds, and his nickname is Oh No.
Oh no, it's the Oh no, it's two Samoans in the cage about to get it going here,
man.
Mikey.
Oh man.
I feel bad for Crispin. Crispin, you better duck.
Yeah, we need a bigger referee for this.
Or two referees for that matter.
Oh man, this crowd's excited for this. I know I am too. No touch of the gloves at all.
Oh, ain't no love here, Mike. Ain't no love here.
Yeah,
and the crowd, the crowd is more anxious. The crowd has been building this fight up all night, Mike, and it's finally here.
They have been too, and driving me crazy is what they've been doing. You know, Joe Palima's, Joe Aiono's group has been really nice and respectful. And there you go, right there.
Two-piece.
Big right hand by Joe Aiono.
Palima caught the end of that one, Mike.
He hit him so hard that Joe Palima's rude fans felt it.
And right away, Aiono capitalizes on that knockdown, Mike. This is what I like to see. He attacks him right away on the ground. A lot of these guys, a lot of these street fighters, they'll knock a guy down and say, hey, get back up, or, they won't really know what to do.
No, you're right. Absolutely.
But like I said, there's no love lost here, and Aiono is out for blood. And Palima is not backing down one bit, Mike.
I give him credit, man. That was a solid shot, and he's still in this fight. He's still fighting. I would have crawled out of the ring if I got caught with that thing.
Oh, leg kick.
An attempted leg kick. Need to step in on a little bit, but again, it shows this guy isn't completely a novice, and doesn't really. He kind of knows what he's doing here.
Yeah, don't let him fool you. Think he has no experience because he knows his leg kicks. He's got. Aiono ready to take the back here. Let's see what he could do with that.
Well, that does show a little inexperience right there. Leaving his back exposed, doesn't seem too concerned about it. And Aiono, he knows what he's doing. He's got to sink his hooks in and put this thing around his neck, and this fight could be over.
He is looking for the choke. Looks like he's got it.
Man, Palima has been doing a good job turning into him. That's a great job. I don't know that he knows what he's doing, but he's doing the right things.
I tell you what, if those are instincts, those are damn good instincts, Mike.
That right there is an illegal blow. Joe Aiono stood up and punched a downed opponent, and these guys, you can't do that. Punched him in the head, and Mike Crispin stepping in here. And it seemed kind of incidental to me. I don't know that a point deduction is warranted, but certainly, Joe Palima he gets a chance to recuperate here.
Aiono was caught in the heat of the moment right there, Mike. You know what I mean? He
smells the blood. You have to give first-timers a little bit of credit for the fact that they got caught with a little emotion, and so I think something marginal like that, you kind of have to let that go.
And Aiono knew, because right away he stepped off,
right. It wasn't done maliciously. All right, here we go. It looks like we got plenty of rest time, and Joe Palima says, let's just get this thing on. I'm here to fight. I want to get some punching going.
And right away, Aiono starts with the 1-2 combination. That looks to be his bread and butter, Mike. Oh, he got caught himself.
I'll tell you what, right there.
Palima got a jab.
One. You bet he did, but then he kind of dove at his legs. I think his obvious strategy is to get Aiono down. I think he thinks he might have some advantage on the ground. He has been taking a jiu-jitsu class for a little while, and so maybe he feels like if he gets down there. But man, I'll tell you what, that Aiono is a strong kid.
And again, he's going to take his back.
Yeah, you can't stay on your base like that, and this choke looks like it is on.
It looks pretty cinched up there, Mike.
Sure does. He's got to get his arm around a little bit more, and I think he's trying to do that by doing a little pounding to the face here.
You got to wonder, does Aiono know that he's putting the hooks in right now?
He must. He did it last time as well. So I think he has a little bit, again, at least a general understanding what he should be doing here. But he's doing the choke wrong. He's got to get his arm around further. But Palima's doing the right thing. He's turning into him. He's
turning
taking the pressure
into it again,
off that
isn't
choke.
he?
Did a good job. This is really good stuff. And I didn't expect to see this much technical of a fight from these two guys.
No,
so
especially these two
impressed.
first-timers. I'm very impressed.
Palima winding up on top for the final seconds of the round. And you know what? He's not just going to get up there and rest. He's going to get up there and punch.
Palima's teeing off now.
There you go, man. Round number 1 in the books. Man, oh, man, I'm excited about what the future brings for this one. It's your, it's not your main event, but it could be on many, many cards.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
tell you what.
The 2 Twin Towers in there. Back and forth that whole first round, Mike.
You know, I've got to give that first round to Palima. He had a couple of, or excuse me, to Aiono. He had a couple of near submissions.
Yes.
You know, I just feel like he had Palima on the defense most of the round.
Yeah, and then at the end of the round, that's when Palima started capitalizing. But
quite frankly,
you
my
only got
opinion
so many
means
minutes.
nada. So, you know, these judges certainly have a mind of their own, but I really highly doubt this is going to go to a judge's scorecard.
Oh, Palima looks like he's winding up for that overhand right, Mike. That's
He's got to keep his head up, though.
Second time I've seen that.
He keeps dropping his head. He's going to catch a knee or an uppercut if he does that too much more. I know Aiono's going to pick up on that.
So they're setting up the jab, Aiono coming in.
What a great night for fights out here in the parking lot of the Ultimate Combat Training Center right here. Another near miss right there.
Missed that overhand right. That could have been danger right there.
He missed the overhand right, but so did Aiono. Just missed the uppercut as a counter because Palima keeps dropping his head.
Yeah, that's definitely a no-no when you got 1-2 combinations and 2 sluggers in the ring.
Yeah, you can see here the sun's starting to go down here. Light's a little bit strange, but you know, these guys they don't need the light. Right here, Joe Aiono again on the back.
Again taking
Joe Palima. Palima, he's got to stop staying down there on his knees.
But no, he had the sense to get up and you know, get the heck off his knees. And
you know, we talked a lot about how strong Aiono is. You see some flashes of really good strength there from Palima as well.
Aiono's a little bit, he looks like he's stalking his opponent here, Mike.
You know, I'm a little surprised as well. I thought Aiono would be more tired looking than he is.
Yeah.
He looks pretty fresh. Oh, nice leg kick.
Again, for the shoot.
With the shot, man. You know, that one actually I kind of liked because he at least set it up with the leg kick, but boy, he telegraphs his takedown so far out, it's easy to defend him.
And, you know, by now, Joe's got to know that Palima's objective is to get Aiono on the ground and perhaps on his back and see if he could maybe work a little bit of G&P in there.
Well, now we are starting to see a little bit of wear and tear on these guys. They are starting to huff and puff just a little bit, slowing things down. But, you know, you just still get the sense somebody's going to land that big shot.
Oh, yeah. You got 240 pounds. You're 6'4". It's only a matter of time for someone sleeping on that canvas. Was that
attempted spinning back fist? You know, but again, set it up. Throw that jab and then throw that spinning back fist. He telegraphed it. Otherwise, I mean, he's got some weapons in his arsenal, but he's just telegraphing it.
I haven't seen a spinning back fist, Mike, since the Adam Faulkner days.
Well, Adam Faulkner used to do it and do it well, didn't he? The postman.
Oh, yeah. Aiono looks like a little talking going on there, maybe a little.
Yeah, these guys are getting a little John going, aren't they?
Yeah.
They got their mouthpieces way out because they want to talk to one another.
Oh yeah, I love it. I love it. The crowd's got to love it too, Mike. On an outside event like this, you could hear a whisper in the cage. I mean, my man back here in the back row could hear everything going on. He could hear Chrisman calling. He could. Aiono.
Oh, right
with
there,
the knee.
big knee. And that was a legal shot because Palima was still up on his feet. That was nothing.
So that one was legal there.
That was perfectly legal, absolutely. He couldn't, if he were to throw a knee here, it would be illegal, but Palima was still on his feet when he threw that one in. But I think that might be the difference in this round, Salvador. You know, I mean, it was a very, very close round up to that point. That was a solid enough shot that, you know, I hate to let somebody steal around with one shot, but that might have been the shot that won the round there.
They'll call that a takedown.
So you're looking at possibly 2 rounds to nothing as we're going to the going into round number 3. You know, but you never know what the judges.
You never know, you know. I mean, the judges, you never know what's on their mind. You know what I mean? Especially that they might be mad. They might be thinking they're underpaid. You never know.
they may be demanding some money from the commission. Who knows?
Oh, boy, I tell you what.
Speaking of judges, our referee didn't show up tonight. Sounds like Chrisman's doing it. Decided to go referee another show. What a jerk. Oh, man.
Big
Right
overhand
hand. Palima.
That's the one he's been going for all night, Mike.
It is, and finally found its mark.
I tell you what, Aiono's got to put his hands up.
And
I tell you what, that right hand.
Too. So far, Palima coming out with his round number 3 thinking, I got to get this thing taken care of.
It's been all Palima so far, Mike.
Good stuff, man. I mean, again, you know, we were expecting these guys to be tired in round number 3, but it seems like Palima is getting his rhythm. He's getting his spacing, his distance. Man, if he would just set those takedown shots up, man, well.
Yeah, you're not going to get him from all the way across the cage, Mike. Not unless you're Brandon Ruiz.
No, you're not. And I hate to say it, but Palima doesn't look like he has enough juice to last under there for 2 minutes.
And, you know, that's got to be tough.
That's it.
Oh, man.
Well. Good fight. You know, a good fight. Both these guys can hang their heads up high. That was a good fight.
Yeah, I didn't see that one coming.
Well, you know, we expected someone to get knocked out, but instead it was a choke out. And finally, the time Palima Aiono didn't put his hooks in was the time that he got a tap out. So,
well, I tell you what, I'm not disappointed.
I'm not disappointed at all. These guys both came in here showing very well. I hope they come back and do it again because, again, we're looking at a couple very potential heavyweight prospects here. The heavyweight division is kind of weak right now.
Oh, these guys are raw. They're as raw as they come, Mike, and they're only going to get better from here on out. Yeah. And for the first performance, I'm loving it.
Good stuff. And I'm looking forward to what the future brings with both these guys. Joe Aiono, your winner tonight, though. He's pretty happy about that one. This post-fight interview brought to you by Aztec Highway. Get it your way at the highway. WDFA.
Look, Joe, that was a good fight. You guys are very well matched up. You guys are both big guys. I mean, he brought it to you.
Yeah. He's a tough guy. I just want to, first of all, just show respect and love to him and his family. People came out to see him. That's the USO right there. And, you know what I mean? Gave me a fight. He did it big.
Respect for both these individuals, ladies and gentlemen. Mad respect. Is there anyone you want to thank? Any shout-outs? Any boys up in Draper? Anything?
Oh, for sure. I want to give a shout-out to my family. All my family came out here to see me tonight, man. Much love. Represent right here. Give it up to the Usos on lockdown for the pin. You know what I mean? We still think about you, even though I told them I was right, but I lied. I'm sorry, but I love you still.
Hey, he didn't write, but how about a shout-out on television? That's even better.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
You going to be back again?
Oh, yeah.
Real soon. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Aiono. Give it up for him.
Salvador Sanchez, you and I were sitting next to each other, and we both decided we saw glimmers of the maniac in that Joe Aiono. This kid could be a prospect.
Little maniac-esque. Little.
Maybe big words throwing maniac on him just yet, but I saw some flashes of what we saw of maniac back in the day.
He's got a bright future ahead of him, Mike. He's just got to keep on that path.
And we're going to keep him on that path. When we come back, we're going to take a look at the most gruesome injury we've ever seen in the cage, and then later, the ladies are going to get in and get it done. We got more of the Ultimate Combat. Stick around. Welcome back to the Ultimate Combat Experience. As promised, Sal, man, send the kids into the other room if they're weak of heart.
I don't know if that was Daniel Grass or Rocky Dennis, Mike. I'm telling you, he was twisted up.
All right, let's check out the most gruesome injury we've seen in the cage.
Expected a barn burner between these two, but man, I saw in that first round where Wanakala just was starting to zero in. He was landing punches at will, and I walked over right between the rounds and I told his corner, I said, man, tell Daniel to keep his hands up, man. He's dropping his hands.
Oh, big left hand right there, landing to the side of the face of Daniel Grass.
He's going to get knocked out. Guess what? He did.
Just barely missing.
Again, that's a big left hand. That thing landed. You know, Daniel Grass looks like he wants to stop.
Yeah.
Dave Sykes to let him continue, but this fight's over.
Oh my gosh, that happened fast.
I touched him. He was kind of hurt because he turned his back on me, but I didn't know if it was part of his strategy. The referee didn't stop the fight, so I just kept on going. You know, I just kept on going and tried to do as much damage as I could. So the referee either stopped the fight or he tapped out. Man, I'm sorry. Sorry, it's nothing personal.
I'll tell you, Daniel Grass is a soldier, man. I've never seen a guy with an injury like that. I would have been crying like a little girl, man. That thing was one ugly injury.
Get up here, bud.
Blood's just spewing out of his mouth, and he just didn't want to spill blood on the ambulance floor. He's looking for somewhere to catch that blood. The kid is a tough, tough kid. We're told that his jaw is literally removed from his skull. I mean, it's broken on both sides and shattered on one. I have never seen an injury this serious in all the years we've been doing this. We've been doing this a long time.
I guess Daniel lost his fight Friday night, so I heard what happened to him. He got his jaw broken and everything, but I wasn't expecting it was like this bad. Man, I was looking at the pictures on the Tony's profile, and man, he looks bad. I wish him the best, but anyways, just trying to be a good friend, you know, and just bringing some stuff over to him. Just a couple of things, you know, just to tell him, hey, I'm here, you know, whatever you need, I can help, you know, let me know.
Hey man, I heard Daniel was hurt kind of bad. We just stopped by to see how he's doing. Hope he's doing not that bad.
You know, it was so unfortunate to see an injury like this, but sometimes, you know, these kind of things happen, and then you get to really see the good side of people. And, you know, I was so impressed with Juan Alcala coming to the gym the next day to make sure that Daniel Grass is okay. He was so remorseful right after it happened. It just says a lot about, you know, the sport, says a lot about this Juan Alcala kid. So, you know, again, we hate to see an injury like that, but it was kind of cool to see.
Let me out. I feel a little puffy. Do I look swollen? If you're ready, I'm ready. It's all over me, I guess.
You know, before the fight, we were kicking it like good friends, you know. And I want to keep it that way because I'm a new guy here, and I need help, as much help as I can get. You know how how I kick it with the Eddie. You know, we don't keep that kind of stuff inside our heads. We leave everything in the cage, and that's how I feel, man. But I'm really sorry about what happened to you, you know. And hopefully you recover fully and pretty quick. I know you're a tough guy, and I know you'll make it back quick. I hope to see you in the cage soon again. And man, teach me some moves.
Go get a crazy driver.
Yeah, I know.
Open wide and say, oh. Then back here they've got some recipes for like quick potato soup, chicken soup, pea soup, breakfast ideas, bacon and eggs, potato salad, things I can drink. The first thing they list, coffee. Oh yeah.
Nice.
I'm okay. Do I look like I gained weight at all? At all?
You know, I'll tell you, I thought it would take wiring Daniel Grass's mouth shut to get him to stop talking, because this kid is one of those guys that'll chirp your ear off, and guess what? It doesn't even slow him down, man. This kid, he is right back to his good old ways and just talking your ear off with that southern drawl, man. I love the kid. He's got, I don't know where he gets his energy, but he's got great energy.
I knew my jaw was broken when I bent over from the second uppercut, and I saw the drop of blood fall out of my mouth. And I tried to shut my mouth, and it was like weird. Well, my jaw's broke, and I tried to feel on it with my tongue, and I could feel my jaw bone right here. That's when I knew it was bad, but there wasn't anything I could do about it, but let them do what they could, I guess. And now I got titanium from here to here to here, and then here.
I tell you what, when you get that jaw wired shut, you gotta blend everything, baby. Because if you don't blend it right, it might just come back up. And let me tell you something, it looks the same coming out as it is going in.
Something besides liquid is good. We're gonna take half of a double cheeseburger and some fries and see what happens. Because you gotta love it if you need. So we're going to cut it like this. Gotta have some fries. Big handful of fries there. Yeah. A little bit. Oh yeah. Look at you and yellow like the cheese. Let's do this. Needs more cheeseburger. We're gonna go through the verses.
You alright?
Yeah, I just need a napkin. Yeah, life to a straw. We all have a great day. Enjoy your food. Yawn for me. I leave for Oklahoma on Monday. I'll be down there for like 5-6 weeks until they take all this stuff off. All the way over. Yeah. I'm just gonna train up and try to get better and heal and recover off this. It's not gonna end my career, it's just gonna slow it down. Which, things happen, I just gotta look to the future and not concentrate on the past.
Daniel is a truly fighter. That's all I can say. He's he's an example, man.
Welcome back to the Ultimate Combat Experience. It is time now for your main event. We talked about it all night long. It's time to get it done. The ladies are going to get it done. We call it a chick fight, but these are ladies, and both these girls can throw down. Taylor Smith and Abba Conover. What do you know about her?
Amber Conover is a wrecker, Mike. You seen what happened last time she was out here, and she wrecked shop. Let's see if it happens again.
And I'll tell you what, Taylor Smith's husband is a wreck right now. He is so nervous. I've never seen a spouse this nervous. It's time for the ladies. Let's get it on. It's your main event. Check it out. All right, it's not often that we get the ladies into the cage, and really it's not often when we get ladies into the cage that they look as skilled as these two. I've watched these two warm up, and both these girls have some technique behind them. They're not just coming in here to brawl tonight.
Hey, Taylor Smith looks like a cool character, Mike.
She really is. And talking to her, she's such a sweetheart. She was on the radio show last night. You were trying to bust her chops a little bit, and she was just a nice girl. 6 foot tall, 170 pounds is Taylor Smith.
She's going up against Amber Diamond Conover, Mike, who's no stranger to this cage.
No, she's not. 5 foot 8, 185 pounds is Amber Conover. I wonder where the nickname Diamond came from. I thought she was a pit bull last time she fought, wasn't she?
I tell you what, both these girls look like mad as a couple pit bulls.
Yeah, they are. This is going to be good stuff here. This is the main event for a reason. You know, it just, and there's no bad blood between these two. I tried to dig some up on them. They wouldn't have anything to do with it. They said, look, man, we're just here to fight.
Well, like you said, about it was on the radio. It was 700. I got Taylor on the phone. I was trying to get under her skin.
Going after it, so I don't know what you're trying to stumble over, but you're missing a hell of a fight over here. Reliving that radio show last night.
Oh,
but a cat fight has ensued in the medium.
Oh, man, I tell you, this looks like one of them cartoons where a bunch of little pit bulls get up in a big old mix and everything's going on.
Amber Conover, she's not backing up at all and pushing the, oh man, nice takedown there.
I tell you what, Mike, there's no bad blood, but you would not guess that there was no bad blood between these two girls.
I love girl fights because they're so passionate, man. They're so real, and they go after it. There's no laying around, pity parting around. These girls came to fight.
Oh, no, Amber is staying busy up top, too. She's going to the body. She's going to the head. She's looking for an opening. She's looking at
posture, and, man, she's getting after it. And I'll tell you what, Taylor did not like that. She gave up her back a little bit just to get out from underneath it. Amber Conover, unbelievable. The last time we saw her fight, she was fought Rachel Kempker, and you know, it's hard to gauge how good she was because nobody really knew. It was the first time they fought.
Yeah.
She's beating up a pretty tough-looking girl right here.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, she's coming all the way down from Team Unbreakable. And I know that, you know, Aaron doesn't bring just anyone down here, especially, you know, he doesn't want to lose any face.
He doesn't come down. He didn't bring him down unless he has a pretty good confidence they're going to do well. And, you know, he saw something apparently when Amber fought Rachel, and he, you know, he thought there was something there they could exploit. But, you know, who knew Rachel was as tough as she was, man? We didn't think she'd be as tough as she was either.
And both these girls right here are just tough as nails.
I'll tell you what, I'm seeing good stuff here. Amber trying to set up and bomb, and you know, Taylor really having nothing to do with it, doing a good job of holding her in here tight and not letting her get that space that she needs.
Yeah, especially from the bottom, Mike, I'd say she's staying alive. You know what I mean?
But you look at Amber as well. She's doing a great job of keeping her mount position. She's, you know, adjusting her weight and adjusting her position. And she doesn't have a whole lot of training. You know, a lot of this stuff is just natural.
Really?
It comes to her naturally. You know, so I'm real impressed with what I'm seeing with her. She's using the cage. She's pressing her up against the cage here.
Yeah, you talk about not a lot of training, Mike, but she seems to be doing everything right.
Yeah, she really does. She, you know, she is a student of the game, though. She watches fights, and she, you know, and maybe that's good enough for some people.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, some people learn better by watching, than reading and writing.
I know that reading and writing is overrated for you, Sal.
Oh, totally overrated.
All right, Amber.
Was that a knee to the face?
There. Now she did throw an illegal shot there.
Oh, man, I wish that wasn't illegal.
And Chrisman stepping in here and doing a good job of making sure that Taylor Smith's okay. It didn't seem like it was a really hard shot, but she did hit her twice to the face with a knee. You can't do that.
Oh, man, I like that move. Crispin, you whistleblower, get out of there. What are you, a referee or something?
Yeah, he is tonight. Weird enough. All right, they're going to let Taylor Smith recuperate for a minute here, and it looks like she's ready to go.
Oh, they're ready.
This is still round number one, mind you. We just had a little break in the action, and they were stood up because an illegal shot by Amber Conover. I don't know.
And this time it's Taylor on top.
Wow, look at that. Totally different story how quickly things can change. And 5 seconds left. Look at her go.
Oh, man, I tell you what, she's got some making up to do. I tell you that, Mike.
Well, she's doing it right here. The bell rings, and
not enough time.
Taylor Smith finishing with a buzzsaw. I think the big question here was a point deducted for the illegal shot. I don't think it was. I didn't hear an announcement that there was one. And again, maybe they're calling it incidental. But that's a tough one because if there was a point deduction, now you've got an even round.
Oh, yeah, especially with the little antics at the end of the round there. I mean,
because Amber dominated 3/4 of that round, you have to give her the round. But if there's a point deduction, that would be an even round. But that's it. The end of that round there certainly tells you that if Taylor Smith winds up on top, Amber Conover's in trouble.
Oh, and Amber does not want to end up on bottom, like you said, Mike. So she's throwing the fisticuffs
Oh, well, it looks like she's going to wind up on bottom here. Taylor Smith now gets an opportunity to exact her revenge.
She's saying, okay, I've taken enough. Now it's my turn.
Good stuff here. And you know, and again, you look at Taylor being very patient. I can't emphasize that enough. A lot of times you see a lot of novice fighters come in here, they get a little bit of position, they want to go goofy all of a sudden. She's doing a good job of being patient. Amber doing a good job of pulling guard on her.
Yeah,
she took some shots there, though.
I think I've seen a little suffocation move out of Taylor Smith, Mike. I wasn't sure, but if so, that just goes to tell you the intellect on this girl and just how methodical she is thinking right now. Taking her time, still striking.
All right, good stuff. Now, Taylor has to be careful. She goes up to her feet. She's got to stop striking, but you know, this is kind of a strange rule.
And when do they say when they are on the feet, Mike? I mean, you could have one knee on the ground?
It's all about interpretation, buddy. Yeah, if your knees is on the ground, you're good.
I say just go for it till the referee tells you stop. That's my philosophy.
Well, that can be good unless the athletic commission decides they don't like it either. So, you know,
ooey on that athletic commission.
Ooey on those guys. Took the word right out of my mouth. All right, a little low on the action here. And I think deservedly so. These girls have both been going at it.
Smith looks like she's just holding her down, working that elbow into the throat area, and still maybe even catching a little breather for herself.
Well, you know, if you're looking for, well, there you go. Mike Chrisman going to stop this and stand him back around the field. I actually kind of like that call. If you're looking for just winning this fight on a 10-point must, you know, Taylor was doing good to hold her position there, but you got to throw some strikes. You got to improve. Otherwise, this is what will happen. They'll stand you back up.
Well, I tell you what, oh, and there's no way.
Buddy, nice 1-2. Wow.
Oh, my God. I love a good cat fight.
This is good stuff. I mean, we haven't seen a good fight like this from girls in quite some time.
And maybe I shouldn't call it cat fight. I might be pissing some people off here,
well,
Mike.
I wouldn't want to make either one of these girls mad. I'll tell you that right now. You know, you can see Aaron Garcia certainly prepared his woman well. She's got a lot of really good intangible things that she's doing. But Amber Conover, she counters with just toughness, you know. You see her get punched in the face and she just comes back at you.
Sheer aggression seems to be her strong point, Mike.
Well, that was not a good point right there to pull your opponent down on top of you. That was probably not a good move.
And now maybe she looks like she's trying to turn it around and maybe pull off a little mount herself.
That was probably not the wisest
a scissor lock.
You know, this is a round apiece right here, Sal. This is going to be one round apiece. It's got to be.
I'm with you on that one.
All right, Amber Conover winning, in my opinion, rather convincingly in round number 1. Taylor Smith rather convincingly in round number 2. Round number 3 is where somebody's going to have to make their move when we come back. Welcome back to the Ultimate Combat Experience. If you're just joining us, man, we have got a couple of ladies that have come in here and put on a show. Amber Conover and Taylor Smith, and both our very unofficial scorecards have won a round apiece. This is round number 3. Each has won a round very decisively. This third round, somebody's going to have to step up and win this thing.
It's do or die this round, Mike.
And right there is the doing going on by Taylor Smith, winding up on top.
Amber smart enough to pull guard, though. And let's see how she fares on the bottom here, Mike. It was all Taylor Smith last round.
You're not gonna win on the bottom. I'm just going to tell you, in this fight here, something has got to change for Amber Conover, although she continues to punch away on the bottom. That's very impressive.
You know, she's been staying busy the whole fight, Mike, no matter where she's at.
Right there, Taylor doing a good job of sitting up and landing some shots. But again, boy, you look at Amber Conover's face, and when I see a lot of girls get punched, they cower. You see Amber get punched, and she just seems to get mad.
Yeah. She's not wincing. She's just kind of growling, you know?
I mean, she is a phenomenal, fighter just from at the core. And if she gets some training in, she could be a tough girl.
Still in a little bit of trouble here on the bottom, Mike. She's got to get out of here. She's got to get out of here fast because Taylor Smith, I mean, you can't let a girl like her stay on top.
Taylor, it would be wise to just kind of try to hold position here and maybe look for a pass, but,
maybe even ground and pound for a couple minutes.
Well, there you go. Christmas seen enough. Let's get them back up on their feet. So far in round number 3, Taylor Smith nosing out ahead, and Amber Conover looks tired. She's having a hard time just getting back up.
Let's see if that affects her aggression level at all.
No. It doesn't.
And it doesn't. Oh, but a counter by Smith. It's like she's got Amber up against.
You know, you don't see a whole lot of body shots. And that was a big knee.
And a DDT to follow it.
Takedown, though.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Most
Lord.
Definitely main event material here, Mike. I thought the 2 Joes should have been main event. I was saying that all night. I was like, oh, man, come on. Now I'm eating my words right now as we speak, Mike.
These girls are making us eat our words, man.
One of the best fights I've seen in quite some time.
Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what, good stuff here. But Amber Conover cannot be satisfied with the takedown. She got kneed pretty hard. She's been punched pretty hard, but here she goes. This is what she does well.
I think she just got angry,
This is how she won the first round. And she look at it relentlessly, just continue to strike, even though Taylor's tying up her hands. She'll throw an elbow here and there just to keep the onslaught. Oh, boy.
You do not want to make the Amber angry, Mike.
I'll tell you what, this is a fight we haven't seen in a lot. You see old Taylor's husband over there getting out.
Oh, man, he's got to be sweating bullets right now.
How hard would it be to watch your wife fight? I couldn't do it. I don't think I could do it. I wouldn't mind. I don't mind slapping her around here and there.
Maybe shake her a little bit.
You can't say. No, I apologize to all you ladies out there. 10 seconds left in the round. You know, tough fight. You know, you're gonna have to give this to Amber because the majority of the round she was on top and she was relentless when she was on top. But the first of the round, Taylor had it, man. I mean, that was a great fight. This is as good a fight as you're gonna get, and it's all gonna come down to who wins round number 3. And that number 3 was about as close as it gets.
I'm glad I'm not a judge in this one.
I'm glad I'm not a judge on any of them. They're underpaid.
or the ref. I'm glad I'm not the ref either. I'd be mad as hell at my
I'd go to another show if I were them.
Oh, man, main event. How about that?
Honestly, that's one of the best fights we've seen in a long, long time. And how do you top it? You know, I mean, really, I feel bad for whoever loses this fight because they put on one hell of a performance, and that was just good stuff. I don't know how she has the energy to do that.
Yeah, they're about to go another round in there. And there's Rachel.
This girl's going to have a dance-off.
Amber Conover.
The diamond getting it done. That was a good fight. I mean, you can't judge or say that the judging was bad because it was as good a fight as it gets, and that's as close as it gets. Good stuff.
If anything won that fight for Amber, Mike, I think it was just the will to win.
Have your custom website designed for only $399 at www.399designs.com. All right, first of all, Taylor, I love girl fights because you girls bring it, man. I mean, that was a great fight. The fans had to have loved what they just saw. Talk to me. Tell me how you feel about the decision.
It was my first fight, so, you know, of course I'm not nearly as experienced, but it's Amber's second. So, I mean, I think that because of my ability to have kind of weakened out a little bit in my arms when I was trying to fight with her. I think it just I lost my stamina because I got too aggressive on the ground. So
that'll happen. And, and honestly, experience will help you there, but I can't say enough about the performance you put on tonight. You came out here and gave it your all, and I'm so impressed with you, and I really hope we see you again. Is this your only time in the cage? You can come back and do it again?
Oh, I'll be back. I'll definitely be back.
You're with the right people right here. I'm just telling you right now. I saw a lot of Aaron and his team in you tonight. I saw it, and it's all heart. So great stuff, man. I really hope we see you come back and do it again.
You'll see me again, trust me.
You got a shout out to anybody or any of these people you want to give some love to?
Thank you, all my family, for coming out and supporting me. I love you all. Thank you, all my friends. Thank you, Coach. Thanks for all my team. I love you guys, and thanks for our supporters.
It's a classic girl right here, man. Give it up for her. Thank you so much. Tyler Ayers Law Firm is a proud sponsor of the UCE. Call them for legal help at 255-5555.
Amber Conover, ladies and gentlemen, with the W tonight. That was a great fight, most definitely the main event, and you came out victorious tonight. Amber's, and anyone you'd like to thank, any shout-outs to give to anybody?
Thank you to Mike Stidham for keeping this sport going. Thank you to my coach, who's dedicated time with me. To my girlfriend, my friends, and family, thank you.
All right, you gonna be back again?
Absolutely.
You're on the winning streak. You got to come back again.
Yeah.
All right, Amber Conover, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for her.
I'll tell you what, that Amber Conover is tough as nails.
Hey, both of these two girls brought it tonight in the cage, Mike, and it could have went either way in my eyes.
Good stuff, good stuff. Well, now we've got even better stuff. Next week, Hank Weiss and John Cape are going to step into the cage for the belt. It's all the talking's done. It's time now for the championship bout. Who are you taking?
Clash of the Titans. I don't know. I can't bet on Hank. I can't bet it against Kafer. I don't know, Mikey.
You're going to have to tune in next week to see who the Utah State light heavyweight champion is going to be. It's the Ultimate Combat Experience. We'll see you next week.
Next message. Yeah, I just watched one of your episodes, and these guys don't really look like they can fight. I think I can fight more than them and better than them. So if they want to see me in the ring, my name is Tim Seppi, Long Island, New York, and I want to go in that ring, and I want to beat him, and I want to win!